everybody. Welcome to Rank It, Totally Not Rank 'em, episode number 4. I'm your host, JPO, Jordan Pearson, and Swell Guy. Hold for applause, hold for applause. And we're going to have a fun episode tonight. We're talking about movies that came out in the month of April. And hey, speaking of the 1990 and above, because old movies don't count. And what else came out in the month of April? Jacob Barber did. Jacob, how you doing? Happy late birthday? Early birthday?
Late. It was the Saturday.
Late birthday? One of those.
Yeah, and when he says coming out, like he means like I was born, not.
Yeah.
But never mind.
Yeah.
So that's a thing.
Came out last year.
Yeah. So I was 1990, which is why that's the range in which we are choosing these movies, because they are all movies that have grown up as long as I have grown up, and I've still got some growing to do.
Oh boy! Hey, Zach's here. Hi, Zach.
Hey, it should be fun. So let's get to it.
Papa, you're also named Jacob. What a quickie dink. How you doing?
Doing good. This show is superior because we use proper grammar.
Yes, we do's. Indeeds, we do's. Brian's?
If yours should be a good time, let me say rank it should be a good time.
We
Hey,
sure.
Jacob, you should nominate a film.
Okay. And for people who ask, this is obviously the wide release. If something got a festival release in December of a different year, that doesn't count. So before people are like, "Oh, that actually," no, fuck off. So my first nomination will be probably my favorite superhero movie of all time. And that would be Avengers: Infinity War. Just kind of the beginning of this culmination of 10 years. All these characters, seeing them on the screen together, some team ups that we, never thought that we would see, but we've been building to. Spoilers: the villain actually wins. The villain actually, goes through with what he sets out to do.
Watch that.
You should have watched. It's been out for 8 years now. So yeah, great performances too. Great action. It's 2.5 hours, but I feel like that runtime just flows on, and it's fantastic. And I think, Infinity War.
Yeah, Zach, what do you think about Avengers: Infinity War?
I think it's a good movie. It's in my top 5. There's a couple Avengers movies I like higher than it, but it's still a solid one. So yeah, I'll say yeah.
Brian, what about Avengers?
Yeah, I do love Infinity War. Actually, there's that big debate. Are you an Endgame person or Infinity War person? I'm more an Endgame guy, but I love my mix of this the other film, but we'll see what happens. But I'll give it a yes.
Papa?
I'm just confused with Zach's list. If Infinity War's in his top 5, but there's 2 or 3 other Avengers movie he likes more. What the heck? Let's
Overall,
say
I think. Yeah, I was going to make it anyway. But yes, no, I would have said yes as well. I actually am an Infinity War guy. I think overall, to me anyway, it is a slightly better movie. So yeah, Avengers: Infinity War will make the list. Zach, what is your nomination?
I'm gonna go in an interesting direction first. I'm gonna go with A Quiet Place. I believe I saw this last year for the first time, and I really liked the atmosphere and the solid performances from John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. And I think there's some good quality jump scares in here too. So I'm going to go with A Quiet Place.
No, Brian, thoughts on A Quiet Place?
Yeah, it's been a while since I see a Quiet Place, but I remember enjoying it. I'm due for rewatch, but I did enjoy the cinematography. Love the acting with Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. I'll give it a slight yes.
Brother?
this movie does what many movies don't have the guts to do, and that's to kill a kid like in the first couple minutes. No, it's thrilling. There's a lot of anxiety you get from it. But it's very enjoyable. I'm going to go yes as well.
This is yes for me as well. It's on my list here. Yeah, I think this was a great theater experience here. As Papa said, you kill a kid in the first few minutes, you instantly got my attention. I did some really great side stuff between Krasinski and both the daughter and the son. That's really good. And I think there's a reason why we're revisiting this world for the fourth time sometime soonish. So yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, it's in my 12 as well. This was a great theater experience because it is, quiet, and it doesn't quite hit the same watching it at home, but it still doesn't take away from the experience that much. I think you've got great performances, the tension, the creatures, and yeah, I think that opening just sets up perfectly. Like, hey, shut the fuck up. So yeah, and funny enough, two 2018 movies to kick off the list. April of 2018 must have been a good month for movies.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm all about, by the way, A Quiet Place 4 literally being subtitled STFU. That'd be great. Brian, nominate a movie.
Yeah, my first nomination is we have a few of the series on the list, but I'll go with my favorite one. I'll go with Fast Five. You get The Rock introduced to this film. You get some callbacks to some of the kind of cast members from the previous films in here, and yeah, it's great action. How they moved from a car race movie to heist film, and I dug the action. I did enjoy the chemistry with different of the cast members, so I'll try Fast Five.
Pablo? Fast Five.
I am not a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. So no.
I feel like you're yelling at a dog now. No, get off the carpet. It's a slight no for me. Actually, there's a Fast and Furious movie I actually have over this. I think I'm in the slight minority in that, but I do have one over this, and actually, even that one's not necessarily quite on my top 12 of what's we have given here. So, slight no for me. Jacob.
Yeah, I enjoy the Fast and Furious movies. I was surprised how many were actually released in April. I think it was like the last, like there are like 4 or 5 of them.
A couple we could have here,
yeah. But yeah, I enjoy them. Not quite top 12 for me. So spoilers for any other Fast and Furious movies. I think they're fun, but just like if I want to turn my brain off and just have something on the background, I'll turn it on. I'll maybe pop in once in a while, like, that was a cool action scene, or that was a cool stunt. But yeah, so I don't hate the pick, but no.
And Zach.
I mean,
yes, make him feel good. Doesn't matter.
I know. I would have said yes anyway because this is actually my favorite of the entire franchise. Again, I think it definitely you start to get into the heist version of Fast and Furious, and I think that really adds another level to it. So I would have gone with yes.
All right, but unfortunately, will not make the list here. Papa, your nomination. How funny would it be if you said Fast 7?
You know what? I just feel bad for Fast 5. I'm going to go ahead and nominate it. No, I'm kidding. I always thought it'd be fun to do that. Just like, the movie that didn't make it, let's nominate it.
I mean, we haven't set the precedent, at least on this channel, that we can't do that. I mean, so.
But no, my first pick. I like comedies. I like sci-fi. So when you put them together, it's going to be great. I'm nominating The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What happens when you find out the world is ending, but your best friend turns out to be an alien? A crazy adventure. That's what happens. I love all the worlds that we get to go to and see, both with the boring DMV aliens, but then also Sam Rockwell's character. A lot of fun, joking songs. So Long and Thanks for All the Fish is a masterpiece, and that's how the movie starts. But what is the meaning to life? 42. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. JP was going to say yes. Jacob Barber, what do you say?
Well, I mean, let's not go too hastily here. I do like the movie. I actually literally started a rewatch a couple of weeks ago and then didn't followed through or fell asleep. So maybe on a rewatch it could go up. Not that it's far down now, but it's not quite in my 12. It is another no. Jacob.
So, like I said before we started, I made the list and I included some movies that I haven't seen because I figured they were big enough and well respected and well liked. I'm like, if I have time, I'm going to try to get to all these. I didn't have time to get to all these, so unfortunately, I have not seen this yet.
Is that a no then? Just for record.
Sure, yeah, we'll call
You
it
can
no.
still say yes.
No, he said no. Moving on, Zach.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen this movie, but when I watched it, I remember not really enjoying it. I never could get into it, so I'm going to give it a no.
Brian.
Yeah, it's been a long since I've seen it. I wasn't a fan of it either. I liked the cast, but it's no for me.
Well, this movie is most definitely not making the list. Get it? Because most deaths in the.
I
Anyway,
am
my first nomination. I gotta go for Edgar Wright's Hot Fuzz here. This is right after Shaun of the Dead, of course. I think this movie zips along at a great pace, even though it's a little lengthy-ish to a degree. I'm in it from the get-go here. Stupendous chemistry between Nick Frost and Simon Pegg here. It is both a semi-spoof take on a buddy action movie with being also just a really great buddy action cop movie. Hilarious, interesting, also kind of violent and fun, quotable, and Hot Fuzz. Jacob?
Yeah, I agree. I think Hot Fuzz should be on the list. It's getting really close between Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz as to which is my favorite of this trilogy. Is right now Shaun of the Dead, but the more I rewatch Hot Fuzz, the more I'm like, that is just great action comedy. I think it all works. It's great. So I'm gonna say yes.
I'm also going to say this as a quick side note. The older and more depressed you get, The World's End also gets better. So, again, the older and more depressed, you're going to like that movie even more, too. That movie has slid up on my scale as well. Depression. Zach, what you think of Hot Fuzz?
So I've only seen Hot Fuzz once, but it's been a while since I've seen it. I do remember liking it when I saw it, but this is a movie I definitely have to give a rewatch to. So I'm going to give it a slight yes.
Oh, okay. If he had said no, I was going to say, Chadwick Webb was a free in a few minutes. I can swip out the players real quick. Brian.
Yeah, this is exactly how I've seen it in a very long time, but I'm due for rewatch. I remember enjoying it. I'll give it a yes.
Bravo.
I was really hoping it'd come down to me, and I can say, hey, you know how you didn't vote yes for The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I hold grudges, but it doesn't matter. So, no, I like this one. Again, back and forth between Shaun of the Dead, what's the best one? Because I've gotten older and more depressed. I actually haven't rewatched The World's End. So I guess I'll rewatch that here pretty soon.
It's going to be better, I'm telling you. When you're young and life seems so open-ended and you're like, I'm going to rule this world. You're like, I don't really get it. He's all depressed. Who cares? Then when you get older and you look back and realize all the mistakes you made, you go, wow, this movie really tracks. Anywho, Hot Fuzz will make the list here. And Tato and our friends at Lights Out will show him some love too, I believe. Your pick, Papa, by the way, Hitchhiker's Guide. Back to Barbara.
Hey, back to me. And probably one of the most recent movies on the list, and I don't care that it just came out a year ago. I thought Sinners was absolutely fantastic. I loved Sinners. I think Michael B. Jordan was giving a hell of a performance. He deserved that Oscar. Delroy Lindo was fantastic. Haley Steinfeld, just the entire cast. I love the beginning as we go into the night and the vampire stuff kind of comes to the forefront. I think it just gets even better. The music is fantastic. It's beautifully shot. I just think it's fantastic. I think the more I watch this movie, the higher up it's going to go on my personal list. So why not shoot my shot for Sinners and see what happens?
He shot his shot. Zach, shoot your vote.
This is a definite yes for me. It was a top 10 movie of mine for last year. So many different great aspects. The music, the cinematography, the performances, just all around. So, yes for me.
Brian Shabadoo, do you Shabba yes it or Shabba know it?
I shot it yesterday. This is my top. It was my top five last year. I really done the movie. Also, Misaki gave a great performance as well at the film. I really dug her. I love the music. Love the production design. Good use for a horror movie. Yes.
Papa?
In the words of Mrs. Papa, it's pretty good, especially considering it's a vampire movie. No, this was like my number 2, I think, for last year. If you want to hear me talk more about it, wait until at least my episode of the rundown comes out. I don't know when that's happening. I'll go ahead and say yes because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Top 10. This is a top 5 movie. I want to see your top 10 list, Zach, so I can yell at you. But yeah, no, this is. I think it's a great movie here. This is, again, I don't want to say a surprise by any means. Spielberg's been shooting 100 so far, but like, I think he somehow found a way to surpass any expectations from some of the new actors that haven't done much before to even the great, Delroy Lindo and everyone in between. This is great performances. It is shot so well. Yeah, it's great stuff. Sinners will definitely make the list here. Zach, what you got?
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my shot for Friday. This is a movie that I saw for the first time like years ago, and I think it has some great comedic moments. It has a lot of fun performances, and it's a story that you just get engrossed in, and you just want to see what happens throughout this day. So I'm gonna shoot my shot for Friday.
Brian, what you think about Friday? Gotta get down on Friday. No, I'm not done singing. Looking forward to the. I'm still singing to the weekend. All right, sorry.
Party and yeah.
Yeah. All right, now.
JP, you remember when I used to kick you out of streams? Just imagine I did that. Just imagine I did that.
I am God now, as far as the stream goes.
But for speaking of Friday, it's been a while since I've seen it. I remember enjoying it. I still make my list. I have some other comedies on my list. For this, I'll give it a no.
Papa.
I feel like Friday is not a Papa movie. I don't enjoy it, so I'm gonna give it a no as well. That face, yeah.
You know what I say to that? Damn. Actually, no, it is a slight no for me as well, unfortunately. Yeah, I do like Friday, but again, I think we are dealing with a very big list here of some really great movies here. So I know others might get mad at us for not putting it through. No, it was a nomination, but it is a no for me as well, dog. Jacob?
So you remember when I said that there were some movies on the list that I haven't seen? And I was like, I'm going to try to get to them if I can. This was one of them, and I didn't get to it, so no.
Friday just got knocked the fuck out of this particular ranking.
I just did that reference, though.
Yeah, see? Yeah. Brian?
I'll go with one of my favorite sports movies of the last decade. I will go with Draft Day for my next nomination. A great behind the scenes work of the NFL draft it's great. It has a great cast there, good story. I did enjoy seeing Chad Boseman pop up with Terry Crews, good cast. I'll try for Draft Day.
Papa, are you gonna draft this to your list?
Unlike Friday, this is very much a Papa movie. This one's hard for me, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a yes. Just remember that, Brian.
Yes.
Yes. I slept on this movie for a little while here because I didn't necessarily think it would be a JPO movie here. But again, even though I couldn't care less about sports, if you make a good movie that is just with great actors and a good screenplay and intriguing movie, I can be down with this movie here. So I actually like this movie more than I thought I would. I was even kind of fighting Tato the other day. I'm like, I could see a sequel to this movie. Not in like necessarily the same people. Like, let's do another Draft Day movie or another sport or some sort of like that. So very close, but it is a slight no for me. But it still has a chance. It depends on Jacob.
It's just tough because I really do enjoy this movie. I do enjoy the behind the scenes. The one thing I don't like is that it makes the Seahawks look a little silly, though. Because they're one of the teams that the Seahawks are a football team, JPO, and
Ah,
so that's why.
So Jacob, real quick, I'm gonna sway you. It makes the Seahawks look goofy, but it makes the Browns look competent, so you know it's false.
just know
That's
if you
true.
say-
It
if
does,
you-
yeah.
if you
That's
say yes,
true.
Jacob, that's one less on your list. Just saying.
There's just so many good movies that I love. I do really enjoy this one though.
Puff Daddy's in this. Are you gonna really let Puff Daddy go through?
I'm gonna give it a slight no, but it would be like in the top 20 though. I think it's close.
Yeah, agreed. I think it is in my 20 of this list, but so it's a good one. But let's see. There's still some hope. Zach, what do you think?
Yeah. So, I do enjoy the behind the scenes aspect because it's not something we get a lot, or we've gotten more recently. But in the world of football, I think it definitely is unique, and I think there are some good performances. So I'm gonna actually give it a yes.
All right, in that case, yeah, draft day will indeed make the list here.
So bye to. Oh, I don't want to say bye to that one.
Yeah. If you have got a list, some going to be slid off there. But Pablo, what's your nomination?
I am gonna go with. I'm trying to get the music up. Music's not gonna load. Mortal Kombat. Do. Granted, this is the 2021 HBO Max release, but it's still amazing. Seeing a video game come to life, and I mean, just from the Scorpion Sub-Zero fights, this movie is
Get
peak
over here.
cinema. It's peak cinema just from those fights alone. You have a good, heartfelt story of a brand new character. I think it's also done the best as far as bringing in the fatalities to the big screen. So I'm going to go with Mortal Kombat of 2021.
Fun movie. I very much look forward to the sequel here. Not on my list though. I like that you tried defending the new main character, who instead of anyone from the lore that we love, they decided to go with Chad or whatever his name is, a new character. But yeah, I like it, but not enough to put it on this 12. Jacob.
I'm in the same boat. I enjoy it. I do think the action, like if we were ranking like action sequences, like I do think some of those would deserve it because the fight choreography is really good, but outside of that, like there's nothing that's popping out to me. So I'm gonna Cole. His name was Cole.
There you go. I knew I was wrong, but I knew I was close
Lights
though.
Out trivia. Slight no, but I dig the pick. I dig it.
Oh, you stole that from Tato. I thought you knew it yourself.
Yeah, that's why
Zach,
I said
think
thank you,
about
Lights Out trivia. That's what I.
Mortal
That's what
Kombat, the 2021 version.
Yeah, for me, I think again it has some good action scenes in there, and it's a good story, but it's gonna be a slight no from me. I have other movies that are higher on my list.
This is gonna be a long episode, Brian.
Yeah, I did enjoy the Twitchy one more combat, but I agree with the others. It did make my list.
we're at 5 already, and we're only 25 minutes in. That's not.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to say some funny shit in between the rounds, Jacob. Jesus. You what? Why don't you host?
Say some funny stuff. Okay.
That was funny. Fuck. I'm gonna dance all the way to my next nomination here, and if I dance, I want to dance with Oscar Isaac to Ex Machina. Alex Garland has some really interesting screenplays he's done. Even some good TV shows if you haven't seen those. It's a very kind of mostly one location movie here, but it's continually intriguing. Oscar Isaac and Donald Gleason have given two of my favorite performances from those two here. Shout out to Lisa for Candor. Very intriguing story here. I loved it. Ex Machina is a big favorite of mine. What do you think about Ex Machina, Jacob Barber?
So you remember at the beginning when I said
Son of a
that
bitch.
there was a list and some of them I hadn't seen. Well, this was one of them, but I did get to this one, and I thought this one was fantastic. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love the performances. Yeah, Oscar Isaac and Gleason are incredible. I think. Yeah. I'm sorry I waited so long to get to this one. So I'll give it a yes. I dug it.
Zachary.
Yeah, so just like Hot Fuzz, this is a movie that I have seen, and but it's been a long time, and I do want to get back to it. But I remember loving it when I saw it, so I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. And as a non-repeat guy, as much as some others, I just go by what my initial thought was sometimes. Brian.
Yeah, it was very late to still saw it for the first time, I think 2 years ago for the first time, and I really dug it. I love the location, love the AI work for Alicia Vikander, how she turned to a cyborg type character. But I really dug it, so I'll give it a yes.
Jacob.
It's funny. I don't remember watching this movie, but I remember one scene, and I feel like I've watched this one scene like 20 or 30 times about people dancing. But other than that, I don't remember ever watching it.
It used to be in the ASAT intro.
I know. It was a joke.
Whoop. I didn't get it. My bad. I'm listening now, though. Jacob, what you guys' nomination?
Oh, it's me again. I like how you put 6 next to Ex Machina.
Well, because I just realized I'm always constantly counting. And I'm like, wait, it would just be easier if I just put the number next to it for now, just to say, like, oh, that's our 6th nomination.
I thought you were giving away your ranking.
No. Because like I just realized I'm constantly going 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're at 6. So instead of just doing that, I automatically know. I think it helps me anyway.
All right. Let me shoot my shot again. No, I don't think this is a shoot your shot movie. I think people really dig The Cabin in the Woods. Great horror comedy. And then yeah, that just when it ramps up with all the monsters and all the different, like, you know, horror villain types. I think it's fantastic. I think it's got some good humor, got some good horror. Really best of both worlds here. Might be one of the best, like, horror comedies too. Like, if we ever do that rank at JPO, put that on in your brain. Horror comedies. Put that in the so yeah, Cabin in the Woods.
Who's that?
Yeah, this is a yes from me. This is a top 10 horror movie of all time. I do like that it kind of is a different take on a horror movie, and I enjoy the performances and the story, and then the twist at the end. So it's a definite yes from me.
Ryan.
It's a definitely yes as well. I really dug the movie. Great use for horror comedy. Love seeing Richard Jenkins and Fanny Whitford playing at the people behind the scenes that were working this whole concept out. And I really dug Sigourney Weaver at the end. So yes.
Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Papa?
You know, I'm over here making my little list in my head of what I should nominate next, and I was going to nominate it next, so now I got to find a different movie to nominate.
So no?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna be that petty. No.
You got to do it first. No, this is 100%. 100% going to be on my list here. Yeah, I was excited for this movie from the get-go. Hearing it was co-written by Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard, who also had worked a little bit on Buffy here. He went on to do Bad Times at the Royale. He's also helped write The Martian, the recent Project Hail Mary. I hope he does more directing. Supposedly he might do a Matrix movie, so we'll see. But because I think it's a really fun movie here. Some couple fun side characters. Shout out to Fran Kranz as the stoner buddy. The main chick's pretty good too. A little early Hemsworth here. So this is a really fun movie. I've always enjoyed a lot. So yeah, Cabin in the Woods for show on the list. Zach?
Okay. This is a movie I'm going to shoot my shot for. I don't know how it's going to go, but why not? I'm going to go with the 2016 Jungle Book. So this is actually my favorite of the Disney live action remakes. I think it has some great performances in there, and it's a good like it has good adventure and good story. So I'm gonna see how it goes, but I'm gonna nominate Jungle Book from 2016.
Brian, thoughts on Jungle Book?
Yeah, this is also my favorite live action remakes. I dug the story, loved the cast of it. As tough, it's toward the bottom of my list, but it's still made my 12. I will give it a yes.
Papa, thoughts on Jungle? You know what it is. Fucking just talk about
Jungle Book.
I know exactly what it is. Very similar sentiment. I do find this more enjoyable than the other live action remakes because I feel like this is what the live action remakes were supposed to be. Like, take a not well known movie and bring it into live action, see if it does any better. That being said, I think I enjoy the animated version better. I'm gonna go no.
This is a tough one because like this is another one. Like again, when I'm gonna give this a no in the end, but it is again a very supreme slight no. This again goes to show that there's a lot of good stuff on this list here because I really do enjoy this. Again, I like kind of Papa said, it's one of my more favorite, if not my favorite, kind of remakes here because I think this thing is gorgeous. I think the voices are good. I even like the main kid. I'm trying to use anything. He hasn't anything since. Maybe he didn't want to act anymore. That's sad. But yeah, I think this movie's really good, but it's a slight no for me, Jacob.
Ooh, it's coming down to me, and this is also my favorite of the live action remakes. And even though I really enjoy the animated version, I do think this one is slightly better. I think what's been added is really good. I think they got a great voice cast for the animals and that kid. Yeah, it's like one of the best like kid performances I think I've seen. Probably in the last decade because it's been 10 years since it came out. Maybe 11 now. I don't know how counting works sometimes, but sometimes I have to take off my shoes. But no, I think it's fantastic. And who knew that I wanted Christopher Walken as King Louis singing "I Want to Be Like You."
No, I want to be like you. Come on.
It lives rent free in my brain. It hasn't got pushed off the list yet, so it was slightly lower on my 12, but it's still in there. So I'm going to say yes.
Oh, Jungle Book indeed will make the list. Brian.
Yeah, we don't have anime film on the list, so I'll go try for the Mitchell vs. Machines.
Kind of do with Jungle Book.
I kind of, but I fully animated. But yeah, Mitchell vs. Machine is actually a great movie from the second. Great anime film, great voice work. I love David Bryan as the father. A good father relationship with him trying to reconnect with his kid who goes to college. And you get AI infused with it, so I will try for Mitchell vs. Machines.
Papa?
This is one that's been kind of skipping me for a while now. And so every time I feel like watching it, I just don't for whatever reason. And so I'm gonna give it a no.
So this is the interesting point in Rankum where I have to say, well, until two movies I didn't expect to be on the list, not expect, but like that weren't on my list made the list, this would have been a yes, but because those movies are on here now, I had to slide stuff off, so this got slid off just now, so now it's a slight no, the ultimate slight no, because this was originally on my list. So Jacob?
I'm in the same boat. It was on my list, and then what did I say no to? Draft Day. And I forgot about Ex Machina, so I had to put that in there too, because I said yes to it. So it's now been slid down. I do really enjoy it. I would love to get some animated. I have a couple other animated movies on my list that hopefully will make it, but unfortunately this one got knocked down, so I have to say no now. But if it was brought up 3 movies ago, would have said yes.
Zach, thoughts on Mitchell vs. Machines?
Yeah, I actually watched this for the first time last year. And I wasn't sure if I would like it or not, and I actually really enjoyed it. I liked the action. I liked the animation. I think it has a good story. And so I would have given it a yes.
Yeah, solid one there, but unfortunately will not make the list. Papa.
My next nomination, it's taking me a while to find it. Thank you, Barber. I'm gonna go with Shazam. Zachary Levi playing a superhero. You gotta love it, especially because he's a kid in a grown man's body. I feel he does very well at that. Mark Strong, Mark Strong.
Mark, you're right, Mark.
Plays. I really enjoy his character too. I think he plays a very good villain, especially the motivation of having the chance of becoming the superhero, having it pass you by, and trying to find the person who took it from you to regain it. Really good motivation. I really enjoy this movie. I feel the DCEU, whatever we're calling it now these days, has some very high highs, and I feel like Shazam is part of that high.
I feel like a broken record. I like the movie. It is really fun. I used to really champion Zachary Levi. He was on a sitcom I really loved back in the day, way before even Chuck. So I do like the movie here. Although I'll also argue too, while he's really good at playing a kid in a man's body, I never really felt like he was playing that kid though. Like I don't feel like Asher, whatever the kid's name is. Like I never felt like he was that goofy of a kid. So like I don't think that's the same person as my argument there. I feel like he's playing a typical kid, but not that kid. But anyway, that's a side note. Side note for me, Jacob.
Well, Papa, I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy
Me
you
too.
decided to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Because I also am gonna give it a slight no. I think it's a really good movie. I think it's just that's how good apparently April has been. That I think I gave this movie like a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So it's really good. I dig the performances. Yeah, it definitely is in that high tier for the DC EU or whatever it's called. Probably it might be.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
It might be like top 3 for me. Now that I'm thinking about it,
I still don't know if that's a big compliment.
It is because it's like, hey, y'all should have tried to be me, but you couldn't. It's slight though, but I like the movie.
Shazam. How about you, Zaxam?
Yeah, I think this is a solid movie. It has some good performances, a good story. It's one that I would maybe give like a slight yes to, but not a full yes, but a slight one. So
Wait.
That's my first yes of the day.
Slight yeses are still
Yeah.
yeses.
Okay. That's what really confused me just now. Okay, so Brian, it is up to you.
Yeah, I do enjoy Shazam. It's a good Chris Jason film. I do enjoy the chemistry with him and the kids. Is also, I'll give it a yes for you, Papa.
Okay. Shazam will indeed make
Since
the
you
list
said
here.
yes to my draft, pay you back the favor.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And this is how rank it should work. I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to me here. I believe my next one, so make sure I'm correct. Oh no, we actually haven't talked about this one yet. Okay, yeah. Speaking of, I think of a great comedy that deserve to be here. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is one of my favorite comedies of maybe even of all time here. Another one that I kind of went to on a slight whim in the theaters here, but I fell in love with it instantly here. I think Jason Segel writes a really funny screenplay here. He wrote this with Nicholas Stoller, who they've continued to work together since. You can see his love for the Muppets. That's the early version of this with the Dracula musical being broken up by Kristen Bell. Then kind of the meet cute with him and Mila Kunis really works well here. Whether you like him as a person or not doesn't matter for this argument. Russell Brand, there you go. Russell Brand is hilarious, as all this knows. That's why he got a spin-off here. Just a continually funny, R-rated, great comedy here. One of my favorites. Jacob Barber, thoughts on Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yeah, so if Shazam didn't make the list, I still would have said no because it was slightly down. I do dig it. I do think it's funny. Again, that just speaks to how stacked this list is because That's why I stopped at 90. I was like, I don't want to go further back now because there's going to be even more good movies. Fun fact: Singing in the Rain was released on my birthday in 1952. I could have included that. I didn't because that would have been number one for sure because JPO loves old movies. But no, I do think it's really great. I just saw this clip yesterday of Jason Segel talking about getting Harrison Ford to do his show, and so they're like, oh, whatever. So they send him Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, tell him he's a really good actor, and tell him, yeah, good dick. So and that's how we got Harrison Ford to do a show.
Hell yeah! But yet, when I send Harrison Ford's pictures of mine, I get in trouble. Zach, what do you think about Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this, and I just thought it was okay. It didn't really I didn't really gravitate towards it, so I'm gonna give this a no.
All right, but this is where Brian has my bag,
Yes,
right?
it does.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I remember talking a couple times. Bill Hader as his brother, dating myself, so bonus points for that. And yeah, love his chemistry with Mila Kunis and the other people he meets on the island. I love Paul Rudd here as Kudu. Yes.
I mean, Papa, you got Jack McBrayer losing his virginity, even though he doesn't want
Maria
to.
Thayer.
You got Paul Rudd. Come on, yeah, look at that. Brian just shot out Maria Thayer. You gotta love Maria Thayer. I did not think anyone knew her name. Bravo.
Oh, I was going to say yes, but keep selling it. Keep selling it. Come on.
Yeah, and remember the scene where he's like telling the Bill Hader's wife to come in and out like she's blowing the mic?
Oh, that's just gross.
Well, that's
Um,
just distasteful.
Like I said, it was already going to be a yes. No, I did come around to this one a little later than most people. But no, I definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, Mila Kunis is great in it. You're trying to break up with your boyfriend and his towel drops, and now you have to have a conversation butt naked. Just pure comedy right there. Yes for me.
It isn't drop. He drops it himself because he's got a surprise for you. Jacob, nomination? 2 minutes left to go, by the way.
Yeah, hold on, because I just, obviously something.
Oh, you gotta adjust your list now because the
Yeah,
rightful
adjust my
movie
list.
made it. Yes, movie they should
I
say
did
soon.
I did say I want to get
Animation.
Animation. So hopefully this is one of my favorites, and that is a Goofy movie. I love a Goofy movie. I think it's got a great soundtrack. Probably one of Disney's best soundtracks. It is named Tarzan. I think it's a great road trip movie. I think it's funny. That pizza, I still want to try that pizza that they have in the hotel. The cheese pull. You remember the cheese pull? Oh, the cheese pull. How many times can I say cheese pull? And it's different. You watch it as a kid and you're like, oh, just let Max spend some time at home. He's fine. And then as you get older, even though I'm not a dad, it's like, hey, come on, just spend some time with your dad. You're gonna miss those moments. And then just seeing their relationship grow, and I think it's great. Again, fantastic soundtrack. Powerline, top 3 fictional singer, pop artist of all time.
Zach sounds so goofy. Oh, sorry.
So Jacob, so remember you had those movies on that list that you just haven't gotten to yet? A Goofy movie is that for me. I know of the 2 big songs. I've never actually seen the movie. So
well, it's nice. It's like 75 minutes. We'll wait. You go watch it. Come back, and then let us know.
Zach, he lied to you. It's 78.
Okay, well, see
I'm
those.
talking about the credits too. Like the credits count in that runtime.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a no just because I haven't actually seen it.
This is my birthday.
The credits take away 3 minutes.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, what? Zach, how old are you again, real quick?
36.
Yeah, who Who raised you? Brian.
Yeah, like Zach, I have seen the movie a bunch of times. I really dug it. Great music. I love On the Open Road, one of my favorite songs for the film. I love Polly Shore as Bobby, the lead Tower Cheese. Love how they don't get major celebrities do the voice of the characters. Glad they got the voice actors for the show voice the characters, like how anime movies should work. But and I will give it a yes.
Yeah, Pauly Shore,
Mama.
uncredited, by the way.
Oh, what a champ. Pablo?
Oh, okay, well, it's my turn, and I definitely watched this a lot growing up. Never to the point where it was like my favorite movie or up there, and it's one of those where I haven't watched it since I was a little kid. I'm not as high as a lot of people are. Maybe I need to watch it now that I am a more mature adult, and I will get Goofy's side. But until then, I have to say no. But Jacob, I'll tell you what. We'll take that 78-minute break. I'll watch it. You go watch the first 78 minutes of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and then we'll re-champion it to get it on the list.
There's our last two movies right there.
Alrighty. Check back in 78 minutes, guys, and we'll be right back. Okay, I guess maybe we should move on, actually. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I think, actually, Papa stole my words. I like it. I did not know this movie was so loved until, like, recently. Like, where, like, I know there's other people that would definitely agree with you. So, like, I like it, but, and maybe I haven't seen it in a very long time. It was never a big rewatch for me. It is a no. Zach, what you got?
I'm between
Don't
two.
leave, Jacob. Come back.
I'm between two movies. Either one that I really enjoyed or one to try to appeal to JPO.
Why would you appeal to JPO? It's not his birthday.
Okay, I can appeal to you too. You might actually enjoy this movie too. So, you know what? I'll go that route because why not? Ready to Rumble. I am going to nominate that. I actually saw it for the first time last year, and it was actually a surprise for me. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. There's some good comedy in here. I enjoyed the adventure, so I'm going to nominate Ready to Rumble.
Hey, Brian, are you ready to rumble?
I have seen the film. I do enjoy. I love the cameos you get from different wrestlers. Good comedy, but I have other films on my list, so this is gonna be a no for me.
Papa.
See, JPO turned off his camera while you announced it, so that you couldn't see the disappointment on his face, Zach, because even he knows.
The camera was off before he said it.
Even he knows this movie has no right to be anywhere near this list. Absolutely not. No.
I mean, for the record, my camera was off before you said the movie, but also for the record, Papa's not wrong. Yes, listen, as much as I am the wrestling guy, as much as I have dedicated the last 15 years of my life to professional wrestling, more than I really should have, and I regret most moments of those, this movie's good, and as a wrestling fan, it's probably even higher for me than some, because, you know, him meeting Sting wanting to get punched, you know, Mean Gene, I find you pretty Mean Gene, or whatever he says. There's some really fun stuff in here, but also it does kind of treat wrestling fans as morons to a degree. And there's also a little too many kicks to the balls and farts that I would have liked personally as well. So yes, while it is a big rewatch for me, it is also not something that even I can say deserves to be in this 12 personally. Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, I have fun with it, but it's not a great movie. It's good at best. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 12-year-old me probably would have said yes, but 36-year-old me who has seen a lot more movies since then is gonna say nah.
I also do have a legitimately wonderful pitch for Ready to Rumble 2. I can tell you later. And also, I did pay for David Arquette to send me a cameo because I wanted to talk to David Arquette. Brian, what you thinking?
Yeah, go try the another anime movie first list. It's recent. I'll go with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. A movie that I do enjoy Mario growing up, and I love how they captured the magic of the game into the movie. Jack Black is having a lot of fun as Bowser. Good voice cast. Love all the Easter eggs you get, especially the Donkey Kong rap. You get we see Donkey Kong introduction. Love the Peaches song. Good voice work. King Benki is I know that was him to the credits as Toad. I'll try for Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Papa thought the Super Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo.
So this is another hard one because that one actually holds a really close place in my heart. The John Leguizamo, that one, really near and dear to my heart. But no, the animated one that apparently came out like 3 years ago. What in the world? I go back and forth on because I really enjoyed it. I loved especially all the small little Easter eggs on there. This nostalgia trip hit so hard. Makes me want to watch this new one, but I haven't yet because I probably won't because I've heard too much about it. I will go ahead and go slight yes, Brian.
Yeah, this is where I'll anger the fan base here. I think this movie's fine. I think it will pass an afternoon or a night, and you'll have fun enjoying it. And there's not much more to it here. I think this movie is as good as like the third Despicable Me. It's good. It's not great. It's good. And also too, as much as like I played Mario as a kid, I don't have this weird like blind love for Mario. It was a character that booped across the screen. So that also has never really gotten me that next level either. So that's a no for me. Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, the 93. If it was released in May, so unfortunately I couldn't include it. Otherwise,
next episode. Tune in next week.
You know, if you want to make it, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's gonna be a no. I enjoyed it. I'm not that big of a fan of the games. I played them, but I wasn't over like, oh my gosh, I love Super Mario. I do think Peaches. Just does elevate the movie. Like how that didn't get Best Original Song at the Oscars, I will never know. Especially, could you imagine at the Oscars, Jack Black dressing up to sing that song at the Oscars? It would rival I'm Just Ken as the best performance like ever, or Eminem 20 years later. That one was really good too, but I'm gonna give it a no. As much as I would love to have an animated movie on the list, I don't think this one is it.
Zach?
Yeah. I just looked back at my review of this, and I thought this movie was great. I enjoyed the worlds and the characters and the story. I really liked all the references, so I'm gonna say yes.
Ah, fuck! I was afraid of. Alright, but with that, Super Mario Brothers will indeed make the list here. Moving a couple of years ago. I'll just put that in the chat. That is the 11th movie. So we got one more movie that will possibly make the list. Pablo, do you have that movie?
Anymore.
I think so. I think I have found the perfect movie to finish off this list. America's pastime is baseball. One of the best baseball players is Babe Ruth, who is referenced in The Sandlot. Great coming-of-age movie about a kid joining a group of some other kids to play baseball. Barbara's looking deep. It's on the list, so I feel like...
No, it is. I know.
Is it?
Okay.
It is.
Yeah,
it is
it's
on
like
the list.
it's towards the bottom.
That's what I think about it.
No, I'm just reordering my list now.
Okay. But no, kids get into shenanigans. I think we've all wanted to be Squints, pretend to drown just so the cute lifeguard can kiss you. And then the big, not really big scene at the end because it's not at the end, but whenever he has to face the beast to get the baseball back. I'm going to go with The Sandlot.
I'm just preparing my typical statement. Well, I like the movie. I was actually super late to this. This was not anything I grew up on. This is something I saw in the last 5 years, give or take. So I did find it enjoyable here. I enjoyed the great James Earl Jones, and the kids are fun here. I can see why people still kind of want to see these kids pop up and stuff still to this day. The one dude's funny on TikTok. But Smalls, but yeah, so it's not next level. What you got, Jacob?
I'm in the same. Again, it's because other movies have been making lists. This was one of the ones that like I had in contention. Like there's one that left that I really love that I'm hoping to be able to bring up if this doesn't make it. I'm gonna give it a slight no, but yeah, this is just it's a fun sports movie, fun, summertime movie. It does have some quotable lines. Like I do think it's really good, but just some stuff has made the list that I didn't expect. So, dang.
Zach, thoughts on The Sandlot?
Yeah, I think The Sandlot is good, but I'm not as high on it as other people. Again, it's serviceable. It's a good movie, but there are other baseball movies that I like more than it. So I'm gonna say no.
And Brian Shabahoo.
I'll give it no as well. You had me at one part with America's Pastime, so I referenced a different movie, but this would be a no for me.
All right, we're going to pivot to me here for the potential last pick here. And maybe surprisingly enough, I will stick with the sports category here. Sort of. I'm going to go for my movie Air, Ben Affleck's Air. Another movie that is surrounded by a wonderful cast here. Chris Messina as the Falmouth lawyer, fantastic. Viola Davis, can't do no wrong. Give me a little Jason Bateman, a little Matt Damon. Ben Affleck with his hair and his awesome sneakers. Great stuff here. Actors you don't get to see a lot of outside of this. Like Tucker and whatnot. So, I think Air is a great screenplay. It's well directed. It's intriguing if you know the end of like the story, obviously, because guess what? Michael Jordan does sign with Nike. Spoilers, but you're still somehow engrossed from the beginning of it here. So, great movie. Jacob, thoughts on Air?
So, you remember how? Yeah, I mean it's great, but it's been knocked out of the 12, unfortunately, because other movies have just been inserted. Because this was originally wasn't like in the top 5, like it was lower down. But again, this just speaks to how many good movies have been released in April. I do love the performances. I think the screenplay was great. I wish it would have got more award love. It's a shame that it didn't really get anything. So I hate that I'm saying no, because I want to say yes, but like I said, there's just one movie that I really love that I'm hoping can make it, and I'm also hoping that movie that I love does make it. Otherwise, that's going to make me saying no to this one feel even worse. So
yeah, we've all been in those shoes before. Zach, thoughts on Aaron? I'm just going to show this quote again, just so this is in your mind.
I mean,
I'm actually conflicted because I actually watched this for the first time like a week and a half ago, so it's very recent for me. And I think it's a very good movie. I think the standouts are Matt Damon and Viola Davis. I feel like it needed more oomph though, and I feel like it just for me to get to that next level. I'm conflicted because there are other movies that I like a little bit more than it, but it is very good. So I'm going to give it a slight yes.
Brian, thoughts on Air? I'm just going to show you this quote real quick.
I would agree with you, Taylor. There, I do agree. It's a great movie. It uses runtime perfectly. Great cast. I do agree, JP. I do love seeing Chris Christina popular on the agent. I will give it a yes.
Papa, thoughts on Air?
I mean, it is pretty perfect because we need it to breathe. Like, you couldn't live without it, obviously. But that being said, I have actually not watched Air, so I would have said no.
But it doesn't matter, because Air indeed will make the list here to round out the potential 12 here on the list. So again, this is the point. Oh, I misspelled Air. This is the point where we are now going to try to rank these in order of 12 here. So again, any of these movies could slide anywhere they end up. So again, your potential nominations are, and they're also scrolling at the bottom and in the private chat for you players here: Avengers: Infinity War, A Quiet Place, Hot Fuzz, Sinners, Giraffe Day, Ex Machina, Cabin in the Woods, Jungle Book, Shazam, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Super Mario Brothers, Air, those are your nominations. We'll go in order, and also too, I'm just gonna say this now. There's a solid chance I'm going to forget the order, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna call on whoever I call on. My first nomination is Super Mario Brothers. Jacob
Mario.
and Zach,
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Brian,
Shazam.
and Papa.
Super Mario Bros.
All right, it's Super Mario Brothers. We'll lock it in at number 12. That is a fact. Jacob Barber.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Boo. Zach.
Sarah Marshall.
That's not a movie, so good. Your votes doesn't count. Brian.
Shazam.
Pablo.
You give me a second to write down something good.
You can say it. I really don't care. Just be honest. Just
Okay.
don't try to hedge your votes. Just be honest. I'm not writing down a damn thing.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
It's. Oh shit, that was three of you. I was gonna say we got a tie. Shit, no, we don't. That's forgetting Sarah Marshall. Damn it. So much better than Shazam. You got fucking crazy.
What would you have voted for?
I was legitimately Shazam.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I have Marshall pretty high. Alrighty. Zach.
Shazam.
Brian.
Shazam.
And Pablo.
I was gonna go with the Jungle Book.
And Barber.
Shazam.
Oh, Shazam. Sorry, Shazam with me. I forgot a part of this. But yeah, Shazam indeed will make it at number 10. Okay. Brian.
I will go with Ex Machina.
Okay. And Pablo.
The Jungle Book.
I'm gonna say the Jungle Book. Barber.
Oh, I would want Draft Day.
Alrighty, Zach.
Air.
So Jungle Book.
Two
One,
of
right?
us said Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just make sure there wasn't another two for. I'm great at this.
Place to write it down.
Alright, number 9 will be Jungle Book. Papa.
I'll go ahead and go with Draft Day here.
I will second that. And Jacob.
I will third that.
Okay, Zach.
You know what? I'll fourth that.
Oh, cool. Brian, feel free to disagree, or you can. Brian, you can still say something.
Let's keep it.
Okay, sweet. All right. We'll go with me after Draft Day. I have A Quiet Place. Actually, we're in movies that were definitely on my list as well. Cool. Now, so cool. Jacob,
Ex Machina.
Zach.
Air.
Okay, and Brian
Ex Machina.
and Papa.
Ooh, we have a tie because I'm going to go with Air as well.
Okay, so who didn't vote for Air or Ex Machina?
You.
Oh shit. Okay. That's A Quiet Place. That's right. Oh shoot. Because I know what I have higher, but do I have it higher? It's gonna be Air. I love Ex Machina, so I'm gonna have it a little higher. It might be next. Barber.
Ex Machina.
Zach.
Just because it's been a while since I've seen it. Hot Fuzz.
I hate you so much. Brian.
I know that's like always, but I will go Ex Machina.
Okay, and Papa.
I'm going to say Cabin in the Woods.
Was there any crossover just now?
Ex Machina got two, didn't it not?
Yeah.
Did it? Oh, okay, cool. God damn it, I'm not good at this.
Have me on the show more. This is what I'm for.
All right, you got to be on every episode now. All right, so Ex Machina indeed will come in at number 6 here. Alrighty, what do we got? Zach, I think.
Hot Fuzz.
Stop it, Brian.
A Quiet Place.
All right, and Papa
Cabin in the Woods.
and Barber.
What are you gonna vote for? You're part of this.
Yeah, I really do. Yeah, sorry, I am part of this. No, I'm still on A Quiet Place.
I'm gonna go with A Quiet Place.
All right, so Quiet Place will be number 5. Shout out to that. I look forward to return there. And then we go to Brian.
I will go with I'll go Cabin in the Woods.
Okay, and Papa?
I'm still gonna go with Cabin in the Woods.
Fair enough. So this is where I totally think this deserves to be on the list, but this is where I'm gonna vote for it now, just because I do want to sit on it longer and do another rewatch. This is where I say Sinners. This could very much go up higher in the future, but because it's so fresh to me, this is where the other three I've sat on just so much longer. You know what I'm saying, Barbara?
Cool. Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, fair enough. Zach?
No, I totally get it though.
I'll switch it to Cabin in the Woods.
You just don't want to cause trouble and disagree with the group. No, that's fair. All right. But I don't know whoever's first go.
Sinners. I'll go Sinners at 3.
All right, Zach.
I'll go back to Hot Fuzz.
Woo. No, that's fine. Brian
Sinners.
and Pablo.
Darn it, I was gonna say Hot Fuzz.
Because I'm going to say Sinners as a 3 for Sinners here. So yeah, look, where I guess this is the point where we do the fun. Now we're going for number 1. So yeah, so then this is now no longer vote for what is your next to eliminate necessarily. Vote for who you think should be the number 1 movie in April of all time. Although I think I can see this coming. Barber.
Infinity War.
Okay, and Jack
Infinity War.
and Brian.
Infinity War.
Pablo.
Just because I want to be different. Hot Fuzz.
Legitimately would have said Hot Fuzz. My just slight thing against it would have been Infinity War. I think is a bit of a weird cheat sometimes because it's like literally building off a bunch of other movies, while Hot Fuzz can really stand on its own. I think that is quite unique in the landscape of Hollywood, but it doesn't matter because number 2 will be Hot Fuzz. Number 1 will be Avengers: Infinity War. So once again, just a countdown that. Countdown. Super Mario Brothers coming in at number 12. Number 11, Getting Started Marshall. Number 10, Shazam. Number 9, The Jungle Book, more recent one. Number 8, Draft Day. Number 7, Air. Number 6, Ex Machina. Number 5, A Quiet Place. Number 4, Cabin in the Woods. Number 3 is Sinners. And number 2 is Hot Fuzz. And our favorite movie, not too surprising here, like everyone has a love for the last couple of Avengers, we have Avengers Infinity War coming in everyone's favorite combined April release movie here. We'll go one by one here. Of course, and if you're in the chat, let us know if there's something else you kind of scrounged to buy that is an April release that you think should have been there. If you think anything on our list that did make the 12 should have been higher or lower, let us know that. And yeah, we'll go one by one. If you have honorable mentions, maybe a couple that 2 to 5 you didn't quite get to that you would have really liked, feel free to throw those out there. So once again, happy birthday to our boy Jacob Barber here. You don't like a day over 42.
Because I'm not. No.
Oh shit,
And
that makes sense.
I appreciate you switching. Originally, I planned to do this on my birthday, but instead I went to a comedy show on my birthday and ended up the owner of the venue asked me to do some time, so it was a good decision. And I'm going to get a nice video out of it, so I'll share that soon, as soon as I get it. Yeah, some honorable mentions. The one that I was really hoping to try to get on was Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I know we have an Avengers movie already, but still, Winter Soldier is so good. Also, Mean Girls I think is really good, and Green Room I think is an underrated horror movie that doesn't get talked about enough, and same with Hush. So those would have been some that I would have brought up if we continued.
Not good stuff there. Zach, what you thinking?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Happy birthday, Jacob. Yeah, a couple of the honorable mentions that I wanted to possibly bring up were The Northman, 42, and 2013's Evil Dead.
Yeah, Evil Dead, fun one. Bloody. Brian.
Yeah, my mentions were Challengers, 42, Civil War, not Captain America Civil War, one from 2 years ago, Kick-Ass, and Anger Management.
Shabba-doo. Papa, plugs, parting words, honorable mentions.
For me, I feel like Endgame is better than Infinity War, so I probably would have championed that a little bit more. And then Insidious, I'm not a horror guy, but that movie is great. and then just kind of some guilty pleasures that I wanted to champion. That would have gotten no yeses like most of my picks. Identity, The Benchwarmers, and Holes.
Disagree about not getting votes because Holes, I love Holes. That would have been an honorable mention of mine just now. I'll throw out one. Obviously I had to pivot a couple off of my list here. Chasing Amy, shout out to Kevin Smith here. I think it's one of his tightest screenplays. Love Chasing Amy. Bearable Weight of Massive Talent, a really great, another fun take of Hollywood and Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. We had a Quentin Tarantino movie that did not get on the list. Kill Bill Volume 2 is really tight. I mentioned before, as much as I love Fast Five, I would have went Furious 7 because not only is there great action pieces, that's the one movie that I really, really care about the characters, unlike the rest of the movies where I'm just there for the action. American Psycho is cool because he kills lots of people, and I get it. I get it more than you'll ever
He
know.
unalives them.
I hate that word. We sound like fucking. We sound stupid when we say that. He unalived himself. Like, what are we, kids? We shouldn't be afraid to say words. Suicide, rape. We can say them if we're talking about real life situations. Anyway, hey, now that we're on that stark note, for Jacob, for Zach, for Brian, for Papa, for everyone that's watching, appreciate you. Stay tuned. More shenanigans always happening on this channel. And wait, hold on. I gotta click on the thing. Oh yeah, do that. It's right by Papa's left nipple. Thank you. Good night.